Well, the clock is ticking one day after protesters rally outside of City Hall with an ultimatum for Baltimore City Schools to remove the CEO in 12 days or face a class action lawsuit.
But as Project Baltimore's Chris Papst explains, it is not just the school system that is under fire. Chris?
Well, the protesters that we spoke with said the community is at a breaking point after decades or even generations of failure within their public school system. They're not only demanding action from the school board, they're also demanding it from the mayor and city council.
My name is Pastor Shannon Wright. With your support and your vote, the next mayor of Baltimore City.
Shannon Wright, 1 year ago, was campaigning for Baltimore City Mayor.
No education, no peace. Resign, Dr. Santelises.
Now, she's campaigning for something else.
It is now time that we hold everyone appointed and elected accountable.
Why the lawsuit?
Because they're not listening. Asking nicely is not working. Writing letters is not working.
All of you are responsible.
Wright, who runs a nonprofit, was among protesters who rallied outside City Hall Tuesday evening, calling for Baltimore City School CEO Dr. Sonja Santelises to resign.
She needs to go.
CEO must go.
It was there that she and dozens of other community members made a stunning demand. Remove Santelises in 12 days, or a class action lawsuit will be filed against not only the Baltimore City School Board, but the mayor's office and city council.
We're watching generation after generation to slide into an education abyss.
And the time is now.
Tuesday's rally follows a year of staggering setbacks in student performance. But it didn't begin there. Project Baltimore investigations have exposed a culture of grade changing and pushing kids through the system without giving them the education they need.
Well, we have questions in reference to test scores being altered, grades being altered.
Since Dr. Santelises became CEO in 2016, graduation rates have dropped. SAT scores and college enrollment are also down. And with a salary of $340,000 a year, Santelises is Maryland's highest paid school leader.
Every time we hear a story and we do nothing, and we see a report and we do nothing, that's more children that are going through this broken system that are not getting a good quality education. And you get to that point where you're like, enough is enough. And for me, this is that time.
Wright's organization, Urban Engagement Initiative, is part of the group threatening to file a class action lawsuit, which she says would claim city schools has been derelict in its duties to educate generations of children while mismanaging funds. Wright says so far, the suit has more than 100 signatures, and it's ready to be filed.
The amount of money that comes into the city of Baltimore per student is more than some private school tuition. So you're telling me that you can't manage to get that money into the classroom to actually educate that child? I just don't see it.
The Baltimore City School Board declined an interview, but is standing by Santelises, saying in a statement that she's a proven, effective, and nationally recognized leader, capable of meeting the standards set by this body and the community it represents. She is the right leader for the right time, and we are grateful to have her. Do you believe a high school diploma from Baltimore has been cheapened?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. The children of this city, their future is at stake. We are absolutely serious. This isn't a bluff. This isn't a, oh, we want something else on the side. No, it's what we're saying. We want a good quality education for the students in the city of Baltimore.
Now, the group behind this potential lawsuit says they also want the school board dismantled and a new board elected by the people of Baltimore. Wright tells us they are currently looking nationwide for a new CEO to take over for Dr. Santelises.
Chris, we heard the group's demands. What would it take for them not to file the lawsuit?
Well, there's essentially two things, Kai. There's one, obviously, Santelises stepping down or the school board firing her. But as we saw from the statement from the school board, they fully support her. The other thing they said would be if the mayor's office, city council, and the school board all came together, opened up their books, became more transparent, and they saw significant changes within the school system that could lead to a better education for the students.
Well, Chris, that brings us to that issue. The mayor has said that he does not have control of the school system. So why would he be named in the lawsuit?
And he doesn't. He doesn't have control of the day-to-day operations within the school system, but what he does have is influence. And he does have the bully pulpit. And he also has money. City Council and the mayor fund about 20% of Baltimore City Schools' operating budget every year. So the lawsuit is targeting also City Council and the mayor because they put a lot of money into the school system, and they should have the influence to be able to achieve better outcomes for the kids.
Chris Papst reporting. Chris, thank you.